Let me remind you of the passage of time. I can lay passing the time, and it goes slowly. I can fall asleep, and the time passes in an instant. Hours, perhaps even waking up in the morning, in the daylight, from the evening before. I can be dictating, recording like the one I just did, and 2 hours fly in no time at all. I can't believe it's 2 hours later. I don't mean that the recording is only 2 hours long. It's only whatever it was, 20 minutes or something. But the time to me is, well, in literal clock time it's 2 hours. But to me it just passes like that. As if it's done in the 20 minutes that it took to say it, even less. Do you see your creativity? Your mind transcends time according to its occupation, its focus. When you entertain the thoughts of God in your heart, where you are devoted to the thoughts that you feed to the mind, you enter life eternal. You transcend time. Take my hand, come with me. We will walk into eternity together. Bless you. Thank you, Dad. You might at times be beset with great difficulties. Let me remind you of a text that can be such a blessing. I will never leave you nor forsake you. I think the rest is, says the Lord, but whatever grabs you most, but I will never leave you nor forsake you. 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 Tight to the breath. Breathe in, I will never leave you nor forsake you. Hold. I will never leave you nor forsake you. Hold. I will never leave you nor forsake you. If you're devoted to the Jesus view of things, you might say, Jesus said, I will never leave you nor forsake you. Jesus said, I will never leave you nor forsake you. Jesus said, I will never leave you nor forsake you. And you might change that to Jesus promised, etc. Do you see you can very quickly overcome your fear and your concern? You level out with the mind of God in you, your God. All your fears and foes are vanquished in this way. It's a very simple practice, an incredible blessing. Let me use one particularly from the Jesus story. I and my Father are one. My goodness, that says it all, doesn't it? I and my Father are one. I and my Father are one. I and my Father are one. Paramahansa cites a powerful one from, a different religion. I am He, I am He, Blessed Spirit, I am He. That's an amazing one, isn't it? I am He, I am He, Blessed Spirit, I am He. The Christian way, and perhaps it's the way in many religions, is you take a text that particularly speaks to you, into your life. You stick it on the mantelpiece or on the wall, or you repeat it often. You come back to it. Before I was Christian, I was taken with the two texts on my mother-in-law's mantelpiece. I will never leave you nor forsake you. And thou wilt keep him in perfect peace whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusteth in thee. Well, that's too long to be a mantra, I think, but it's certainly a text worth remembering, isn't it? Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusteth in thee. And the other one on the mantelpiece was, trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Now, again, that's too long to be tied to the breath, but those two texts powered me into Christianity. My wife was Christian and I was not, but I loved her, and loving her, of course, opened my being and spirit to being sensitive to the goodness and the presence of God. In her, we used to say grace when we had a meal in her mum's house. Wow, that affected me. It didn't affect them because they were so used to it, of course, but I felt I'd talked to God, which was a bit of a novelty for someone who, didn't believe in the existence of God, but I could imagine the existence of God when we said grace. Very simple grace. I've forgotten what it was now, but something like thank you, Father, for this food. Ask your blessing. I'd spent a moment with God. Oh, that was new to me. I wasn't so anti-God. How could I be anti-God? She valued this. Therefore I valued it. I was saved by loving my wife, wasn't I? Sorry, I've used very Christian jargon there, saved, but I'm sure you know what